Aloha, gang. Yes, we got a bunch of you who've already met us over here. Yes, yes, yes. And yes, Sleuth Mom and Frank, that's how you do it. You work while you do all this stuff. Hey, come on now. We've moved into the next generation where we all do 3 or 4 or 5 things at once. Exactly. And as Elizabeth now says coming in, aloha. So I did realize I was so out of it starting that last one. I forgot to share my favorite intro, thanks to Mr. Robbie out there. And also, why don't you guys grab yourself a drink, pull up a chair, and we will get into talking about Miss Alexis.
Aloha and welcome to the Local My Life.
Hey, gang, I'll give everyone a few extra seconds to get over here. And hey, gang, thank you guys for doing this because, yeah, I want Alexis to make sure she gets the coverage she needs at this point. Alexis and her family, I mean, the one thing I tried to tell you guys something I've gotten from researching each person when we start talking. What I have gotten from this is the power of community. Her community, her family have come together. Like, it's been amazing. It's to see so many people come together and know that this is part of their family. This lady right over here is part of their family, whether they knew her or not. And it's just definitely something we need to be taking a look at within there. Let me do a couple things here since I don't have my channel. Okay, there. Now I can look at the comments correctly. So anyhow, yeah, you wish you had a stifter. Hey, oh my God, same here. Except I gotta go to rehearsal after this. So anyhow, yeah, Alexis, as I mentioned, I heard about Alexis, I think I had seen her name earlier. And I actually thought a lot of people would pick this up. And I was really excited because I thought people were, and unfortunately people are not picking up her story. And her story needs to be picked up as much as Maya's, as Gabby's, as all those others. People need to be picking up her story. They need to be sharing her story so that people the police department and all can get to the bottom of it. And I got a comment off of Instagram actually a couple days ago from someone who sent me something asking, could you please cover Alexis Gabe, because it is so hard watching her family be torn apart. And I think that's the one thing. Sleuth Mom can attest to this. Joe, you can attest. Arctic, I'm sure you're getting to the point you can too. You get in touch with these families and you realize these are not just stories. So many times we watch a news story or something like that, and you just see a story with names. These are not stories with names. These are people with real lives. They are people who are missing. Okay, little Noah I was talking about last night. I was talking to his dad this morning, and his dad was talking about how his grandma, he has 2 grandmas who just want to see him so badly. One, Noah's her only grandchild, and she has no ability to see her grandchild right now. The other one has cancer and is trying to deal with cancer while not knowing what is going on with her grandchild. These are real people with real stories, and we need to come together for them and help speak for them and help their family, because, you know, the families are dealing with enough. The family should not have to be focused on how do I keep my loved one's name in the press. The family should not have to be worrying about, okay, how do we do this search party? How do we do a candlelight vigil? How do we do? No, they need to focus on themselves. They need to focus on their loved one that's gone. They should not, hey, guys, come here. Cassie, come. They should not be doing that. That's what we are as community. That's what we are as Ohana. We are the ones who can step up and say, we're here for you. We're here to help you. And that's what this community is all about here. That is exactly what this community is all about. me see if I could get my little one to come over here. And yeah. So, and I see it happening on a day-to-day basis, and the community and the ability of people in a case like Alexis's where they step up is just amazing. So Alexis's story, let me ask real quickly, because this is a case that's been around for a couple weeks now and all that. Put a 1 in chat, and I know we don't have a lot of people in chat yet, but put a 1 in chat if you've heard Alexis's name. Put a 2 if you have not heard Alexis's name. That'll give me a second to get my puppy over here. Cassie, come here. Cassie, Miss Cherry's mini-me, come over here. Let's see, what are we popping up in chat right now? How many? Because I think I had heard her name and seen a picture of her earlier. And I was hoping people would pick her up. Okay, here come the ones. Elizabeth has, okay. And you see certain cases and you're like, yes, people are going to put this case up. And I was for sure that this is one of those cases that people would have picked up across YouTube and Instagram and all that. And so when all of a sudden I went back and I got the message the other day, yesterday, and I was like, oh, wow, nothing happened. In fact, there haven't been posts on YouTube for about 10 days. And so I went back and tried to figure out where we were, where we've come from, what's gone on, and hopefully I can help share some of her story with you guys. So basically, Alexis is a 24-year-old who went missing at the end of January. Now, like I said earlier, if it hadn't been for a few things, most people would have probably thrown her up in the runaway category, that category that needs to stop. Okay, and a person who's missing is a person who's missing. And but a few things pulled together that let people realize this is a case that needs, this is very, very possible, most likely a case where someone has a criminal issue going on. And we need to find her and get her home safe as quickly as possible. So hello again, Karen. And hello everyone again, by the way. And also, let me see, here we go. So on Wednesday, January 26th at 6:30 p.m. is the last time that anyone that anyone heard from Alexis. Okay, at that time, she sent a text message to her best friend. It was Wednesday, and communicated with her best friend at that time, normal communication and all. No one heard from her after that. Now, there is an ex-boyfriend in this picture. The ex-boyfriend, just so you guys know right now, there are no suspects. There's no person of interest. Okay, there are questions out there that people have, but nothing that law enforcement has come up with. So the ex-boyfriend did state that she was at his house until 9 o'clock on the 26th. So that day, hey, Sleuth Mom, that day when all of a sudden she left the message with her best friend, supposedly, according to the ex-boyfriend, she was with him till 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, she got in her car and she left to go home. The problem is she never returned home. On Thursday morning, the family was like, okay, we haven't heard from her. This is not like her whatsoever. Again, family know what's going on. Certain family members have that gut feeling. Okay, call it intuition, call it blood, call it, okay, whatever it is, it's in you and you know it's there. Okay, they knew something was up, and on Thursday morning, the 27th of January, they filed a police report. Now, family has stated that the police have been very short-staffed where they live. Okay, they're in California, and the Oakley area is very short-staffed, so they stepped up and requested the help of the Antioch police, as well as other local entities. Family has also said, though, the police have really been putting this first and foremost, They are taking it extremely concerning. They're very concerned about it. And they are trying to do everything they can to find where she is. They have listed her as a missing person under suspicious circumstances. So that is, if you got to have a label to what this is, that's where the label is with that. Now, the ex-boyfriend, as you know, okay, if he was the last one who saw her, of course, he needs to be investigated. That's just normal for anyone. Okay, so the police have questioned him, not once, but more than once. They have taken his statement. Again, like I said, there is no suspect or person of interest at this time. However, yeah, sorry, Robbie, I have two different people going on that I wanted to cover. So I thought doing it in two different, it could get the story out for them and get their picture out a little quicker this way. And, but get some sleep, my dear friend. And, the boyfriend has been interviewed. He has been looked into. They did get a search warrant for his house. The search warrant was served, and they came out of the house with a number of bags. Come on, guys. Come here. Stop growling, Cassie. And they did come back out with a number of bags, including one bag that had a vacuum cleaner in it. So now, whether or not, sorry, let me get this little rugrat. Okay, whether or not it was his vacuum cleaner, or if the police came in and vacuumed up stuff, I don't know. None of us know. But you could see the vacuum cleaner as they left his house that day. Outside of that, the family has not been in touch with the ex-boyfriend whatsoever. Okay, there's no communication going on. Yeah, Sleuth Mom, I almost hate it more when they come out with evidence, but don't tell us what's in it. Oh my gosh, yes. Part of the time I'm like, can you guys have clear bags or something? Because all it does is get us all thinking, I bet you this is here. Oh, I bet you this is here. Just clear bag, please. Just like the airport, you know. And, the police are also looking into a couple other areas of interest. Number one, okay, actually, let me get to that part first. So what happened is, as the police started doing all these things, the family was out searching. The family was trying to find Alexis. As they were out searching, one of the her cousins, found her car. Okay, her car was found in Oakley, and what was weird about it was a couple things, is that the car itself, all the doors were unlocked. Now, according to her family, she loved this car. Okay, most of us remember being that age, if you're not that age right now. Your car was so much to you because it was your freedom. Okay, 24 even, yeah. You were able to go out, go to parties, go to your friends, whatever, because of that car. And so the fact that she would have just left it at the end of a cul-de-sac in a neighborhood that was not her own, okay, with all the doors unlocked, number one, even more concerning, keys in the ignition. Now, those things alone, huge red flags for the family, for the police, for all of us. Okay, so the police themselves at this point now have this vehicle. Okay, they did take the vehicle into custody, I guess, and they've been looking at it. They've been fingerprinting it. They've been processing it for DNA, trying to see whatever they can find with it. They have also been going to the neighborhoods. Number one, the neighborhood that the car was found in, the ex-boyfriend's neighborhood, other places along the way, and they've been checking out video camera. They've been trying to find out what local imagery can tell them, because her car got there somehow. How? Okay, was it her? Did she drive it and drop it off there? Was someone in the car with her and both left the car at that time? Did someone else be in the car at that time and they got out of the car and she was not with them. So many things that could go on. And there is videos that they're looking at. I don't think the family has been able to see those videos. They just know they are being reviewed. There have been a number of things people have thought they've seen her at places, Walmart, things like that, and nothing has come out of any of these cases so far. So they are looking at that. Police are working really hard with that. I know the family was saying community has really come out to try to help. They had a number of people offer drones so they could get some drones up in the air, because one of the issues that does happen, people will ask, well, what about search and rescue? Okay, can't they get search and rescue out there and be looking for her that way and all? That is not possible, because you have to, for search and rescue, a lot of times, you have to have some clue that's leading you into, oh, this is what we need to do. So they can do a more preliminary type search, okay, boots on the ground type things, but to do pull in search and rescue teams, okay, that are really, really specialized in that, they need to have a little bit more information to go on. So the community has been integral for trying to get the word out, for getting out there on the ground looking for her. They are still doing searches for her 2 weeks later. They had a march at one time. They had a candlelight vigil. They are doing all the things that we talk about and trying to keep Alexis's name in the public eye. And the family themselves, of course, at the beginning, they're looking at things. Okay, maybe she got tired, things like that. But then once you find a car in that type of position, no, you know something else is going on there. For those, the car was in good working condition. A lot of people ask, well, could the car have broken down maybe? And something happened then. No, car was actually in perfect working condition, so no problems there. So the family has done an amazing job, as you can see here. Okay, they've gotten full force things out all over the town right now, trying to get the word out about her missing. I got a little noisy dog here. She, again, tie this into my request earlier. If anyone speaks Spanish, if you can get in touch with us, so that maybe we can all work together in getting more Spanish flyers and posters and thumbnails, because that's unfortunately sometimes you guys see these posters here. If you're looking at a poster like this on Instagram, for example, it's hard to read the words. You got to get something a little larger so that people can read it easily. And it's important to have all that information. So if we can work with each other as our community to come up with this stuff, it's awesome. The family has had the search. Okay, the picture you're looking at on the right there is actually Alexis's brother hugging one of the girls who showed up to help with the search. Okay, they are talking about just staying strong as a family, as a community, staying strong and being there for each other, being there and not giving up hope. And so we've got more things. They've had t-shirts. That's what I've loved about this thing. If you guys go look at it, and I should have pulled up the video and all, video of all them marching with all them with their t-shirts and all, and showing solidarity to, again, like I said, there's that poem that was written. And in that poem, it talked about this missing star. And this missing star can be any of these missing people that we talk about. But here it is Alexis, their family member, and who was full of life. I mean, every picture that I kept coming up with, I mean, this girl is just full of life. It's just amazing. And okay, you can see here some of the things we're always talking about. You guys may remember with the West Boys, it's like, oh, we got to get bulletin boards up, and we got to do this, and we got to do that. And they have actually done those things here. I'm trying to get, I think there was a GoFundMe actually for Alexis. I am going to try to get information on that. I just want to verify that it's the real one before I share it. And if anyone would like, because that's how families can afford something like what you're seeing there. You're seeing a digital board. Those things cost money. Okay, and they're going out there trying to do those things to get it out. And so getting those things, and then I look at every one of her pictures, and I do, again, like I said with Noah yesterday, I am very happy the family has shared so many pictures, because you're getting to see pictures of her with her glasses, without her glasses, different hairdos, things like that, things to kind of be able to help you recognize her no matter what. Okay. Yeah, for those of you who are talking right now about the signs and everything, we need signs in all the mainland. America is a melting pot, and that's something that I think we're starting to see more and more. For all we know, okay, she could be in one of the communities that do not speak English. Okay, a few months ago, we had a young man who had gotten in a car accident. What if he had developed amnesia, okay, and walked away? And unfortunately, they found him. But what if he had walked away with amnesia and melted into a community that did not speak English? No one would have known him other than from a picture. But a lot of times, if you see a poster and all you can tell is the picture, your eyes gloss right by it, because our body wants to solve, our mind wants to solve everything. That's why you have, hey guys, no, come on. Okay, that's why we're always, hey, Pia, come here. Okay, that's why we're always trying to solve these mysteries. That's why we have true crime. Everyone wants to solve a mystery. And if you're seeing that poster with just their picture and you can't read what's going on, take a look at news stories from other countries. Are you as interested in those news stories as you are about stories that are written in English? And so that's why it's important for us to try to get that. And that's why those of you who are multilingual are so important to this right now, because you can help us get this information out. If you speak Spanish, if you speak French, if you speak Chinese, okay, anything, help us get those things translated as much as possible. And so let me see, moving this on. Like I said, I came across that poem. For those of you who were just in Zaraz's live, I am going to read it again just because it's really honestly hit me. In fact, I'm actually going to be trying to get in touch with the person who wrote it, if I can track that down. But this is where it was shared. It was actually shared on Alexis's Facebook page. And it says so much about the people when they go missing. Hey, Carolyn, welcome back, my dear. Okay, and I think it's important for us to remember everything, because so many times it is looking up in the sky and all of these stars up in the sky, but there's one missing up there. What do we do? I'll be frank, that's awesome that you speak all those. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. We'll be getting in touch with you. Ooh, pizza, Robbie. So the missing star, it talks about that. It talks about all of these stars up in the sky, and if one goes missing, do we notice? Does it matter? What do we think about that one star? Okay, what's behind that star? Okay, how does that star impact us? Because it does. Every one of these missing people impact us in some way. So it reads, the star shines so bright in the darkest of places, all mixing together. It's so hard to notice when one no longer shines. When one goes unnoticed, no one seems to panic. To all possible interactions, to those who wish to dim the light of those stars, their light may fade, but it never goes away. To those who wish to dim the light, stars are never alone. To the missing star, you will be found. Gang, these stars, if any of you guys know anything about space, when we're seeing a star, that starlight is not happening right now. It's been there for hundreds, thousands of years, and we're still seeing it. That's what these people who go missing, they may go missing, but they're still in people's hearts for years and years and years later. Whether it's children growing up without their mom or dad, whether it's a mom or dad living to their last day wondering what happened to their child, those stars still shine bright. And I think that's something we need to remember. Okay, because you know what? We can still find those missing stars. We totally can. So I found that it just really hit me. Really hit me. It was well written, all that, and I'm loving everything I'm seeing in chat right now about all of these languages. Your work siren. Ooh, I could get siren in trouble now. And also, I'm loving the fact that we have so many people speaking Arabic. Again, I know, so Mom, that's me. I have a little bit of French because that's like all I ever took in college. Elizabeth has German. See, and that's it. And I know I have a lot of friends here who speak various Chinese, Japanese, Ilocano, okay, all sorts of things. Like we said earlier, we are a melting pot. We are a melting pot. I live in an island that is completely a melting pot. Your majority ethnicity feels like a minority because we are all minorities on this island. So it's important for us to be able to recognize all of the different areas and know that someone may be able to get the information if we help share with their language. So Alexis, as we pull all this stuff together, gang, Alexis, something's happened with Alexis. We know that right now. Okay, this 24-year-old is not going to leave her car with the keys in the ignition, with all the doors unlocked. That's not happening. Okay. It's something happened to her during the night of the 26th to 27th. She last supposedly saw her ex-boyfriend the night of the 26th. Okay. She left his house. What happened after that? We need to keep her. She's a perfect example of how people get into the media and they're all over the media for a day or two and then they disappear. Because when I literally pulled up Alexis's name in Facebook, I saw all these videos 10 to 14 days ago and nothing in the last 10 days. And that's what we're about. We've got to get that. Okay, Sleuth Mom knows Ariel's case. Okay, big issue for me. And what happened there? Same thing. You saw the information about this missing little girl for a couple days, and then it disappears. We see this in every single case that pops up. The moment people aren't interested, it disappears. And that's why we as a community come together and we keep it alive. We keep the story alive. We continue being their voice. So please, if you guys can help me in getting her information out. She was last seen on the 26th. She talked to her best friend at 6:30 that night. Okay, she supposedly left her ex-boyfriend at 9 o'clock. She's 5'7". She's from Antioch, California, weighs 170 pounds. She has long black hair, brown eyes, and wears glasses. Again, we've seen pictures of her with and without glasses. And she was last seen wearing a white tank top, black jeans, white and green Jordans. I'm suspecting those are Air Jordans. But you know what? I'm an old lady who doesn't know different names anymore, right? And her car was found in Oakley, California, with the keys in it. You know what, Elizabeth? I will go and put in a bunch of hashtags in the summary of this as soon as I'm finished with this. I promise to take care of that. Hey, Maimed, welcome, my dear. And if you have any information, maybe you've seen her, maybe you've heard someone talk about her, maybe you saw, okay, a weird car driving in your neighborhood that night or something, please call the Oakley police at 925-625-8060. For those who are in the area, I know the family would love to have your support. They are trying to, there is a Facebook group out that they're very active in, and they will let people know when they're doing searches, when they're doing candlelight vigils, things like that. So please take a look at that. Just search her name. There's one that has a good number of people. That's the one you're looking for. But yeah, whatever help you guys can give for this family, because we need to get her name back out there. She needs to have the same number of people looking for her as Gabby, as Maya, as all those people, because she's in trouble at this point. As far as I can see, she's in trouble right now and she needs our help. So thank y'all so much. I am going to go deal with Miss Troublemaker here. Yes, the troublemaker's in trouble, aren't you? And also, I'm going to go deal with them, and I will get you guys your hashtags in just a couple minutes. So keep refreshing on my community page, and I'll get those out for y'all. Thank you guys for dealing with me with 2 videos today. It's just really important we get all this stuff out as quickly as possible. You guys are the best. You guys truly are the best. I mean, and you follow directions awful. Awesome. A couple of you didn't realize I was going a second time, Robbie. And also, but you guys were awesome. I mean, I came here and I'm like, oh, wow, everyone's already here. This is awesome. So you guys are the bomb. I will talk to you in the near future with some more people that we can talk about, as well as some things that we are working on right now, laws that we're trying to get changed. We're doing a couple things here in Hawaii. I'm meeting with some people tomorrow to do some talking and see how I can help get more involved in that. So I will be getting in touch with you. Ooh, and Sleuth Mom. Yes, Paranormal Tuesday should be on. Thank you. I'm going to share this. Paranormal Tuesday should be on very soon as well. For anyone interested, Monsters Under Our Bed, which, by the way, is awesome. You guys got to check out Monsters channel. Monsters channel is awesome. Okay, Filipino Dad, thank you. She's from Oakley, not Antioch. Okay, I got that switch. Okay, I am going to go fix that, and I will be able to update the thumbnail and everything for you guys so it all has the correct. That was one of the problems I was having, was trying to figure out exactly, because the car was in a different place and all that. I wasn't sure if I had that correct, so I am very happy. Thank you so much, Filipino Dad Cooks, on that. I will fix that. In fact, let me take a picture of that so that I don't forget that, because I am an old lady and I tend to forget things. Yes, I do. Carolyn, what time is it here? It is 3:15 in the afternoon here. So yes, it's still, yeah, Tuesdays are awesome. So, okay, I am going to be heading over. I will be watching Monsters while I fix these things up. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will let you know if I hear of any updates or anything. And I will talk to you soon. Love you guys. And well dog. I know I love you too. Yeah, see? You say the word love, they give you a kiss. I love dogs. Bye-bye. Love you guys. Bye. Oh, yeah.